televiewers, you're welcome to High Television. The program you're watching is Excellence Impact. That comes up every Monday here at High Television, 11 o'clock. We are encouraging you to stay glued to your TV set. And for some time now, we have been talking about building a smart city, which is BUEA. And we know that the Mr. MOSOKE Lucas, who is the mascot of this program, is aspiring to become the mayor to change so many things that are in BUEA, according to him, and also according to some reports. There are some loopholes that needs to be fixed. So we are going to be having these sessions for a very long period of time, talking on how we can all put hands together to ensure that we make BUEA a smart city. With us here we have Mr. MOSOKE Lucas Lyonga, who is the General Coordinator of Excellence Union International Group. It's a pleasure to be with you this morning, Mr. MOSOKE.
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm happy to be here at High Television once more. Permit me to greet the entire population of Cameroon, and let me use this opportunity to say that the United Socialist Democratic Party is actually extending their condolence to all the bereaved families in the just ended floods that took place in Kumba and in Limbe. We are deeply saddened by the situation that happened in Limbe, the floods, the landslide, and the other challenges that Limbe is facing, and Kumba also faced the same problem. So we wish to truly, heartily extend our condolences to these families, and we pray that the Lord God Almighty will comfort them as other measures are being taken to make the place become a better place. Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you very much. That's the FACO coordinator of United Socialist Democratic Party. Sorry. Thank you for that. And also, High TV also joins their voice to yours to say, to extend our condolences to your people. And now, looking at those recent happenings, I don't know whether you brought it out from my mouth or you were in my mind, because if you look at the city of BUEA, I want us to come out with some of the problems. And we know that one of the main problems that we have here in the city of BUEA is poor town planning. That can also result that we have had floods, and we pray that we don't have it again. It just happened recently in Limbe. But poor town planning is one of the issues that we have here in the city of BUEA. Are you also in agreement with this, and what do you think can be done about that?
Yes, one of the things that we need to know is that human beings are very, very complicated. We have very good laws in Cameroon. I mean, very good laws. I don't know why Africans are like this. I just want to take a simple example. When police people are doing control on the road, there are certain places that they don't want taxis to stop at to carry passengers. Mm-hmm. When the police people are there, the taxis don't stop. But immediately the police people leave, you find the same taxi drivers who understand the fact that they should not stop at those spots, because when they stop there, they create traffic. I don't know whether we should always be chased by a whip before we respect or obey laws, orders, and the rest. We need to change our mindset. I'm talking to fellow Africans, fellow Cameroonians. This applies in all sectors. We must be able to follow the rules and regulations that governs and that guides everything. Even in BUEA, as we are talking like this, there is town planning. The council is fully responsible to issue building permits. Mm-hmm. And before they issue the building permit, they must check the location and see whether a structure should stand at that area. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The same council has the responsibility to check the drainage system of the town or of the city following previous happenings. They must check the drainage systems of the town and see what could be done. Mm-hmm. Many people build and block or reduce drainage systems. And when heavy rains than expected fall, the water volume that accumulates at certain points is very huge. And when struggling to find its way through, its passages have been drastically reduced. Water carries a lot of force. It bursts through and destroys whatsoever it meets on its way. And this is what is happening everywhere. When you hear about flood, it's because the drainage systems of these communities are very poor, archaic, and have not been upgraded to meet the realities of the time in which we live. And this is one of the causes of the problem we have today. People build anyhow. People don't follow the rules and regulations. People violate where they're not supposed to be. People go and bail. And a lot of things happening. So, on the other hand too, we blame the authorities and blame the council because people build in places. When you go and check, somebody have building permit for those places. You want to imagine how did they get it in the first place to build at this type of a position. You realize that it's also the work of corruption. The work of corruption also come to play. So but people should take their lives serious. You know, when you build where a flood can come and push your house off, or you build where there's a landslide, when the landslide occurs, you'll be the one that will lose. It will not be the council that will lose anything. So you should first of all be the first person to take precaution concerning your life. Okay, look at where those people went and bailed in Lilimbe and the rest. Now this thing has happened. Who have lost? The council has not lost anything. It is the same individuals whose houses have been ravaged. Who, if you check very well, you realize that they were not supposed to build where they built. They stubbornly went and built where they were not supposed to build. Okay, who now is a loser? So you see that people should take their responsibility and make sure that they do the right thing. Even if you go and bribe a council and they issue you a building permit in a place where you are not supposed to build, at the end, when calamity comes, you will be the loser. It will not be the council. So we must take precaution concerning our lives. We must take our security measures to secure ourselves. Because tomorrow, you will be the one to weep and to cry when calamity hits, as we have seen it everywhere today. So that is what I just wish to say, that in as much as we have very corrupt officials, we should not put our lives on the line because they are corrupt. Because tomorrow they will be the same one to laugh at you. They collect your money, they ask you to bill. You go and bill, the flood comes and wash off everything. You will be the one to lose your property, loss of lives at times occur, and so on. So we should not be foolish. We should not be foolish in the 21st century and mortgage even our own lives because we want the cheap way out. No. I want to talk and rebuke human beings that are very stubborn, who don't follow the rules and regulations. You put your family at jeopardy. You put your children, your wife, and family at jeopardy. Anything that happens tomorrow, you'll be the one that will lose, you cry and the rest. But your cry will just end in a very short time. You have lost. Let us take responsibility concerning our lives, human beings. Don't put your life on the line. I'm saying this with all heaviness of heart. I feel for the families that have lost loved ones. I feel it. But let us rather have an unfortunate situation when we did the right thing than to have an unfortunate situation when we did the wrong thing. That is just in a nutshell. So whether the town is planned or not, people should take their responsibility to do the right thing. If you're not supposed to build somewhere, don't build there. If you're supposed to build somewhere, you take the and the rest. You yourself, you know that it's not good to build here. You yourself, you know that it's not good to build at the hill because there can be landslide. You know that it's not good to build at the valley because there can be flood. You know that you're not supposed to build at a particular distance beside the road. You're not supposed to build near high tension. You go and build. If there is a calamity tomorrow, you don't want to suffer. We know the right thing, but we refuse to do the right thing. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I quite agree with you on that, because due to the influx of population, especially here in BUEA, you see people building. I went to Bokwango, and you go right inside. They are climbing the mountains now with their houses. I don't know if they are not afraid, or I don't know what is going on. But trust me, some of these people don't actually have these building permits. Some do have, but some don't have. And like Mr. MOSOKE said, it's good for you to take precautions when it comes to your life. And then let's look at the market.
Like for example, I was passing around the stadium.
Yes,
a few days
yes.
ago. And I saw they want to build. Is that normal?
No, the mayor has removed a communique that whosoever is doing whatever they are doing there, they should make sure that they leave the place, they bring it down and leave the place. I don't really understand.
No, I am talking that should a normal human being?
Yeah, of course.
Should a normal human being look at the stadium?
I'm telling you.
The stadium is supposed to have some space.
You come and build.
You come and want to build stores linked to the stadium. Which type of reasoning is this? Are we really people who reason? Cameroonians, what on earth has come upon us?
Greed.
To think that you can go and build sheds
in front of the stadium,
and beside the stadium, linking with the stadium, then directly beside the road. I don't know which type of mindset we have. Anybody who passes there will see that people have complained. It's abnormal to go and build beside the stadium like that. That place is not supposed to be used for such an activity.
I think they should. I think
opposite there are stores is correct, but that side where you have the fence of the stadium, nothing is supposed to be built there.
It means the wall of the store will be the wall of the stadium.
Yes, the wall of the store will be the wall of the stadium. Where on earth do we see this, Cameroonians, people of BUEA? Please, let's not spoil BUEA. BUEA has already been spoiled, and we want to fix it. Let's not continue to do things that will degrade the town to nothing. At least, let's feel for BUEA. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, we have a market here, this great supermarket. Like, we are still talking about the behavior and the mentality of individuals. At the market here, if you see this council, municipal police, they come or the market master will come and tell people this particular place, the main entrance that leads from the OIC market and enters into Bakuri town, that place should be left open for cars to pass, to penetrate and all of that. Even though the road is not good, we should be frank, the road is not that good, but cars are using that road. But you find business people or these market women still coming every blessed day. They will come and tell them to shift. When those people are there, they will shift. When they leave, they come back. When they move, they shift. Beside the road, the same thing. I don't understand. What remedy, what can we really do to ensure that people maintain order, particularly in this BUEA?
No, it's just because the rules are not applied the way they are supposed to be applied. You know, if the council comes and carry all those items, sweep everything and take away.
They do.
And they have to go and pay fines before they come and collect. Those who have wheelbarrows who come and place it on the road, I've seen it. If they sweep all those things and they say your fine is due, you pay, they sweep it twice, you will not go and put your wheelbarrow there again. So the council too is lenient and feeling for the people, but the people don't want to reason out and say that in as much that the council have been lenient, let us follow the rules so that we make things work for everybody. When you go and block the road, if a taxi wants to pass, how would that taxi pass? If a taxi wants to come in to deliver some goods and whatsoever, how would that taxi go in? If a car wants to pass, how would that car pass? You cannot be selling on the road. Nowhere on earth do you see that. You cannot be selling on the road. The road is called road. It's for passage, for people to pass. It's for vehicles, it's for other things to pass. So you have to sell beside. We know that the space is small.
It's very small, and everybody wants to be there.
Yes, the space is small. So since the space is small, people should manage it in a way that at least the road should be left for the users of the road. You should not go and put your business items on the road itself, where people are supposed to pass or where vehicles are supposed to pass. No.
But people also need shades. Went to small supermarket. That's one of the things that people were complaining. The market women,
Yes,
they need shades.
The market space here in Christopher is small, and there are more people than the available space. There are many more people who would have even come if there was space. They cannot come because the space is small. So they should manage the space according to what it is, but not violating the rules. If you think that you cannot have a space there, then go to other markets and sell. Yes. But if you have a space, manage your space within the rules, within the laws, within the rules and regulations of the market. You should not be going against the rules of the market.
All right, thank you very much. We are still in the city of BUEA. We are going to be touching so many parts. I want us to move now to the area, to this Munya, it's called Munya Court area, which is also is fast growing, is very big nowadays. Do you think that having the Munya market there at that position that is found is okay? Or do you think that we should add another market in that area to make, at least to bridge the problem of insecurity? Because if the town is busy all the time, this aspect of insecurity will be at least reduced to an extent.
Take note that the Munya Court area includes Moluku. We are aware.
And it's very big.
So even the main market that we have there is still under the Munya Court area. It's the biggest of the areas. The Munya Court area is the biggest. Munya market is one of the oldest markets in Central Africa. People live from all over to come and buy the Munya market. Gabon, Equatorial Guinea, Congo, and the rest. So it's an international market. Now, if we were very wise and smart, that market would have been transformed to something else.
It's very big.
By now. I said it would have been transformed. I'm not saying that it's small. It would have been transformed, which means that that market can harbor an international standard structure there, built in a way that all the activities in Munya market will be covered by that. 2-3 stories there. And yes, it will be of cheap price, not expensive. I'm saying that Munya market space is a space that can harbor and give a lot of money to the councils. If properly harnessed, the space is big and it needs a giant investment to make that place the way it's supposed to be. The way it is now, is the space have not been used well. They can put structures there. But what I'm trying to say is that that market is one of the force in Central Africa. I'm not talking here about BUEA or Munya Court area. That market alone has contributed enormously for the development of BUEA and its environment because of the activities that take place there. From different parts of Cameroon, people come there, buy, go and sell, and so on. So that market is a central point. And that is the reason why it should be upgraded. That market should be upgraded. And so that it can contain more and give more revenue. It's not the council that will take money from its pocket and pay. No. You can use investors, agree on a particular term. That's what is done everywhere.
Presently, the market master of Munya market is doing quite well. At least he has, through the effort of the traders themselves and how do they call them, the market people that the elders in the market, not elders, those who have position, heads in the market, they have struggled to come up with something to build gates to make the place a bit secured. At least they are carrying out small works there, which is good, and kudos to the market master of Munya market. At least they are trying something. But I was just looking at the point at the aspect where maybe we can go in again, because there are so many, the place is big, like we said, and create again another, maybe a farm market, all those kind of small markets again in that area, because you are somebody who wants to change BUEA.
No, the space is small. I wish to say this again. The space is already small. when you see people selling by the corners of the roads all through, and by the corners of this other road all through. That's why I'm saying that it's possible. It's just that visions differ. That market is not even something which we would have been talking about today. Long ago, that market would have been upgraded to have an international standard, where everything will be small shares. Everybody takes their own small. You are selling your thing, the people come and buy.
People just want to sell.
People are selling by the roadside.
People just want to sell by the roadside, because if you go the market inside, there are spaces inside for people to sell, but they prefer to come and sell by the road, because as people are passing, it's easy for them to buy.
There are commodities which are good by the roadside. When you build it, those commodities, those who are selling those commodities will take those frontages. You will still make sure that it's balanced, but they should be in a way that they are protected. Not just in the open space, on both sides, even on the other side of the road. People are selling fruits and the rest. Or on the other hand again, if things are very difficult, they can make the both sides well, that they cement the both sides. Council can do that work.
There is no money. The council does not have money.
Please, I don't want to go into that now, because that one is another topic for another day. I don't want to go into the fact that the council has money or the council does not have money.
Doesn't.
Let's not join in with this topic of today.
Okay,
we'll come back to that one
go ahead.
some other day that we'll talk about financing projects. Yes, so let me not come into that now and go and mix up things. But what I'm trying to say is that it's possible to make that place look good. Even as of now, since there might not be the money now to do what could be done to upgrade. The council can throw seawater just around at the corner, so that the people that are selling there for now sell well. Because council comes and collect tickets there every market day. They come and give tickets for those who come and just sell and go. They receive tickets from the council.
Yes.
Every market day.
Obviously.
They pay.
They are supposed to.
Yes, they do so. So that's what I'm saying, that the place that they are using to sell, at least it should be made in a way that there should not be mud there. They can throw this thing there so that it at least make them to be comfortable for now, while other things are being looked into to ameliorate the situation of the market.
All right, thank you. I think that one is well understood. I want us now to look at the youth, okay? This BUEA, they say the town of legendary hospitality, University of BUEA, the place to be. But you see, a lot of immorality is going on, and anywhere that anything happens, people will like, do you want to become like those people in BUEA? Do you want to become the slave queen in BUEA, or the Gen Zs in BUEA? You know, morality is quietly going out of the town of BUEA. So you, as somebody who wants to change BUEA, we cannot just change BUEA financially, infrastructural, or whatsoever. At least the morale also needs to be 100%. What do you think can be done about that? Or what do you advise these young people?
You know, we had a meeting of recent, which you attended, has to do with pastors, ministers of God. Let me say that the spirit of immorality is not new. It has been from the beginning till date. And the solution to immorality is one thing, and let me mention it today, is the Almighty God Himself through His Son, Jesus Christ. I don't want to be religious. The only person that has power against immorality is Jesus Christ. It's written in Scripture. He's the one that destroyed the flesh on the cross. Because you know, sexual immorality is a desire of the flesh. It's a desire of the flesh. The desire is there, it's natural. But you take that desire, take that flesh, nail it on the cross, and leave it there. So, but the cause of the sexual immorality that we see around today is poverty. Especially when you have to do with young ladies. It's also laziness. Some young ladies don't want to work. It's also badly brought up kids, where the parents too are harlots and prostitutes and the rest. The parents show them from the word go. Then the influence of the already spoiled community, where immorality has been normalized. People have girlfriends, boyfriends, and so on everywhere. You have so many graduates who don't have jobs, and they think that the easy way out is to sell their bodies. And the buyers are there, the men who don't want to keep their flesh under subjection and under control. So this issue of sexual immorality is a very big problem, because this is what has brought up. I've studied the fall of many billionaires over the years. The greatest fall of billionaires over the years and business CEOs over the years has been sexual immorality. It has crippled organizations. It has crippled denominations. It has crippled families. It has crippled governments. It has crippled organizations. It has crippled institutions. It has crippled top officials, professors, doctors, engineers, nurses, and so on. Sexual immorality is a venom, a destructive agent that has killed societies. And it should not be taken lightly. I say it again. Sexual immorality is destructive, has brought down nations, has brought down giants over the centuries, over the millennium. It has brought down people of high reputation to naught. It has brought down people who hold morality. Men of God have suffered from it. It has crippled systems more than any other thing since the world began. Sexual immorality. So it's something that needs to be looked into seriously. We need to teach our youth. We need to talk to youth. We need to talk to young girls. Please. Sexual immorality will destroy your life. We need to talk to young men. Sexual immorality will destroy your life. Don't say that I'm going to look for small thing. A woman is not a small thing. That small thing you're calling like that will bring you down. Don't call a girl small thing. She's not a small thing. It's a big thing. It's a big thing. Call a girl big thing. Because they have brought down nations. They have destroyed families. There have been situations where a man will park his car, go and buy gas for a girlfriend, and carry it and go inside. You can see how sexual immorality can bring a giant to naught. He cannot do that in his own house with his wife. But you go and buy gas to a girl, a small girl, a twat that is living in one small room. You go, a man of caliber, married and children, carry gas on the DC and going in to give. Please.
It's love.
It has demeaned. No, it's not love. It's not love. Love is not wickedness. What you're doing like that is wickedness. Love is the one that you have between you and your wife at home. That's love. This other one, that's what they call it, sexual immorality. This other one is immorality. It's not love. So this is a topic that we are going to look into this topic separately. Talking about sexual immorality. BUEA is smelling today with girls and boys that are engaged in all types of sexual acts and actions. We are calling upon you, young men and women. Please, you may not be able to know what to do. Contact me. Contact us, we'll talk. Sexual immorality has destroyed places, has destroyed communities, and has destroyed the future of many youths already. Many youths are already infected with sexually transmittable diseases. Many youths have become pregnant and they go for abortions and they die. Why? Because of sexual immorality. Many youths have lost their virginity because of what? Sexual immorality. It is a strong force that fights youth, that fights the future of youth. We will fight against sexual immorality in BUEA, and we will eliminate it.
All right, thank
by
you.
using orthodox methods, by counseling youth, by helping them to have something doing and so on, and teach them morality that will help them. We are also calling upon those who are encouraging these youth to get into this. Hotels that have rosters with the names and faces of girls, where if a man comes to the hotel to sleep, you go and take a roster. This is illegal.
WhatsApp groups that have...
There are WhatsApp groups today. I mean, big WhatsApp groups. There are groups online, Facebook groups, that have dating groups above 18 years and the rest. Men go there and look for women. Please, you don't need to go and look for women. When the time for you to get married comes, get married to your wife and stick to your wife. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Because if you are talking about building a city, who are you building this city from? Who are you building a nation for? When the youth who are supposed to be the leaders of tomorrow are going astray, they are not doing the right
youth
thing.
Who are the leaders of today.
Of today,
they
okay.
Are not the leaders of tomorrow. There's no day called tomorrow.
Okay, the youth who are the leaders.
There's
of
no
today.
day on since I was born. I've never seen a day called tomorrow. And I'm not sure that we'll see it.
Okay, the youth who are the leaders in future.
If you see that day, please call for me. I'll run to
the youth who are the leaders in the future leaders of the country.
There's nothing called future. It's today. The youth are the leaders of today.
You can never say that there's nothing called future. There's future.
I say there is future, but I'm saying that there is nothing called future. I can explain why I'm saying so.
Why?
It is today that generates what you expect
in future.
So that's why we insist on the day called today.
So because why I brought up this topic, I came across a post. Somebody is doing a post, and the person said he's a prophet. I don't know that guy. Maybe he's from Nigeria and all of that. And he's encouraging people. I know this is not really the platform to say what I want to say, but I'll try to choose my words in such a way that it will not really be harmful to the very young ones. You know, the prophet says that it's okay for people to have sexual intercourse. It's a normal thing. Is what they are supposed to. Whatsoever you want to do.
Are you talking about a prophet?
Yes.
Or a false prophet?
I don't know whether it's a false prophet, but
there are two types of prophets. Yes.
I cannot really tell, but normally
a prophet that might be a false prophet.
Yes, normally, but what the man is saying out there is not really good, because the man is encouraging, not just encouraging sexual immorality, he's also encouraging these homosexuals, lesbianism, and all of that. He's encouraging whatsoever you feel like doing that satisfy you as a human being. You should go ahead and go for it. So those are the things that.
Yes, that is a false prophet. False prophets will come in the last days. You will have false prophets, so many of them. So that may be one of them. Anybody who is giving that type of a counsel is a false prophet. And if I know his name and know him, I'll write to him. He's a false prophet, because he cannot back what he's saying with scripture. He's a false prophet.
All right, thank you very much. Yes. Still on the youth, most of
youths don't take that type of advice. It's coming from a false prophet who encourages you to commit sexual immorality, lesbianism, homosexuality. No. Anybody who is giving you such advice is a false prophet.
Of course,
don't follow it. It's bad advice.
Yes, actually, because the social media is open, but you should not follow everything that is on social media. They will always tell you that you look at this, you go through the social media, you pick the things that are good, pick the good things that you can learn from it, and don't concentrate on the things that will instead destroy you as a youth. And still on our youth, many of them are leaving the country. Many of them are leaving BUEA. They are going out for greener pastures. There are no jobs. There are no business opportunities and all of that. And they are leaving and going out. And who is going to step up? Because you also, with one of your plans, you said you have people in the diaspora. When the time comes, they will work at network to help build BUEA and make it big again and all of that. But if you have everybody live in the city and going elsewhere for greener pasture, there is a problem. Don't you think that?
There is no greener pasture anywhere in the world. I want to talk to youths. There is no place in the world called greener pasture. You make a pasture to be green. There are so many rich Cameroonians, richer than all the youths that have left here for the US. They are found here in Cameroon.
So many.
So many. Because they have made their pasture green. There are very poor human beings in the US. I mean, very poor human beings in the US. Very poor human beings in Europe. Very poor human beings in China. Very poor human beings in Russia. Very poor human beings in India and Japan, including South Africa. There are extremely poor human beings in those countries. No place in the world is called a greener pasture. You make a pasture to be green. It's because people don't want to make a pasture green. They want to go where some other people have labored and to come and reap the fruits of others. What you were calling greener pasture is people who labored from zero when there was nothing. Then you just want to go and reap. So Africans don't have the mindset to build their own. And that is why they don't have anything of their own. Till date. That is why African leaders go for treatment abroad. They don't have their own hospitals here. They have the money to build more than what is abroad here. They steal the money and they go and put it elsewhere. Then they are going for treatment abroad. Is it not a shame that from independence till date, African leaders now are still going abroad for treatment? Hospitals that they can build here, that will even be better than the hospitals abroad because they have a lot of money here in Africa that they can build those hospitals and employ those experts and pay them. Yeah. You don't need to fly abroad for treatment because all those things that are abroad, it's possible to build those hospitals here. Investments, what our leaders in Africa have stolen from the African space, can build the best universities, the best hospitals, the best schools in the world, here in Africa. So you can see that the problem is not that there's green pasture elsewhere. The problem is that where the space that was supposed to be made green, many have monopolized it and stolen everything. But nevertheless, your youth can still make it green for them. Youth can still make it green for them. How many of these youths who go out there, when they go out there, they still turn back to scam their brothers and sisters back home? Some of the strongest scammers are those who have traveled abroad, who tell lies and people send them money and they take and put it in their pockets. And those people will never cross. Most of them are scammers. Because the people abroad or people at home don't want to think. They think that there's a place called greener pasture. No. There are many Americans in Europe. There are many Americans in China. There are many Americans in Russia. There are many Americans in South Africa, in Nigeria. Yes. So what do you call greener pasture? These are Americans. They have filled Europe. They have filled India. They have filled China. They have filled Russia. They have filled South Africa, Zimbabwe, Ghana. They are there working and making money. So what do you call a pasture.
But they,
You make a pasture green for you.
that does not cancel the fact that our youths are living for.
No, the migration, that was said that the mindset is a problem. When a youth wants to go elsewhere for better studies, I encourage him or her. Because the level of education, the nature of education, at least there is a difference. You want to go and be exposed. But when you are exposed, come back home. Come back home. I'm making this statement publicly. Don't go and waste your years there. Many of your friends who have wasted their years there, somebody have come back home after 40 years with a small radio in their house. The man that went and spent how many years in where and came back after 40 years with a radio. And that was all what he brought.
At least he wants to be following the updates.
That's what I'm saying. That you make the pasture green for you. I have a project. Well, not even a project. I have a mission, which I call Lead Impact. Lead Impact. I will launch it soon. Lead Impact. It means that you can lead yourself. We can lead Africa and create impact in Africa. You don't need to go abroad to create impact. Am I saying that you should not travel and go and study? Go and study. But if you think that you want to travel to go and work, I'm telling you, you are just wasting your time. The energy that you put abroad to work, if you put that same energy here, you will make more than what you make abroad. I said the energy that you put abroad, if you put that same energy here and use what you have studied and develop it, you will make more money than people make abroad.
How feasible is that? Because
that is what is going on now. That's what is going on now. I have so many youths that I mentored that are millionaires. Many youths that, because they took the advice that we have been giving here on set. Just too many of them. They have launched out on their own and they are making it. They are making it here. They even take contracts from foreign bodies and build websites and build it here. And they make a lot of money here. So it's just a matter of sitting up, developing yourself in your own small niche, and launch out. You make money. You don't need to look at the government. The government has failed. You don't need it again. The government is helpless. The government has more problems than you think that the government cannot even solve. So don't think that you will be the one that the government want to come and solve your own problem. When the government has not been able to solve her own problems. You have to take responsibility. That's why the title today is Take Responsibility to Build BUEA. We are taking our responsibility. It's our responsibility to build BUEA through the United Socialist Democratic Party. I want to say it clear. But it's not party politics. It's development, nation building. That's the approach. It's not party politics. Party politics is just a platform to use. And once you use that platform, we take the party politics, squeeze and throw aside. We move on now with what will help us to build BUEA, which is nation building, developmental investment, and so on. It's not party that will help us to build BUEA. Never. That is the error that many people of other political parties did. They thought that it's political party that builds a town. No. It's not because you are a member of a particular political party that you can build a town. No. It's because you have what it takes to build a town. That's what is required. And we have what it takes to build BUEA, to build FACO, and we are going to build BUEA and build FACO. This is what we are saying. It's not magic, but it's having the know-how, manage the little resources, raise resources, get resources, and put it into work. And you see what is going to happen.
Thank you very much. It's all because it's something that everybody has to put hand on deck for BUEA to be great again, or to build BUEA. Because like you mentioned earlier, the earlier examples that they were given here about people being stubborn, people not following laws, rules, and regulations. They want to do things and go out of their own way. Those are the things that brings a city down. So what brings a city down is not necessarily the people, the leaders, also the population themselves, the common man, the grassroots population. They have a great role to play when it comes to nation building, and everybody should put hands on deck to ensure that their nation is built positively, especially particularly BUEA, as we have the United Socialist Democratic Party, who is out for nation building. And again, we are planning to go back to school. A lot of people are planning to go back to school. Excellence Union International Group, is there any plan to make sure or empower or encourage students or children to go back to school this 2020, this academic year?
Yes, you want me to let the cat out of the bag before
No,
time?
I
Yes.
don't even know
Well,
anything.
we are planning also to do something to help children to go back to school, but we also support some groups and organizations that are already doing it. We can also give a little support there and support them. Then we can also do something small to help the needy to go back to school. We will do it. We are planning on that. That may take place early September. We are working towards that seriously and make sure that at least those who are really down and that are needy, we can do something for them. We have it at heart as we have been doing it. We will also do it again this year. We promise that we will do something small. It might not be too big, but at least the few that you touch, they will also go back to school smiling. And especially cash-wise, give cash price or cash to help some children go back to school.
So
we'll do it.
I wish to ask, because you always come out with a list, there's always a list. What are the criteria for someone to benefit? Because so many people they want to benefit from all of this. They just see it when the action is taking place. But
The priority is IDPs, the underprivileged, orphans, those that really are needy. That is the key condition. If you fall in any of these categories, then if you get to us early enough, your name will be on the list. But we also give to others that are underprivileged, that are poor, that don't have the means. We also do that for them. But we don't want to give to people who already have. It doesn't make sense.
No, you never have enough, eh?
We say we don't want to give to people who already have. There are people who have, even if they don't have enough, but they have. Those ones, we encourage you to instead help those that don't have, so that they too can be helped. So that is it. We'll do our best. It's not easy, but by the grace of God, we'll do something for the needy.
All right, thank you. I just wanted us to look if something is going to be done concerning that this year. But there's another aspect. We're talking about town planning. Sorry for the way it's going. But insecurity in BUEA is one of the greatest problems that we have. We have a lot of insecurity, and one of the things that can help reduce insecurity is putting street lights in almost all the areas, not even almost all the areas. These efforts have been done severally. We see street lights, we have them today. The next time you pass, you don't see them. I don't know, maybe at times it's the population that destroys it or what, but there is a problem when it comes to putting street lights in some areas. And also in some areas too, I got this very funny story that the witches and wizards in those areas don't want street light, because immediately they put it, it goes off and it doesn't come on again. But street light is very important, it's particularly to make the city very beautiful.
Yes, actually we need street lights everywhere, because when people are moving at night, when the place is lit, is good. And I think that is one of the good projects that somebody came up with, a project that light off Fako. And to date we have not seen the Fako that has been lit. But we think that we will do something for BUEA. There are people who love such projects that can easily sponsor such projects, so that we should have street lights in BUEA. And again, it's easy to have street lights in BUEA because we already have a lot of poles everywhere. It's just to go into a partnership with the electricity company in place. And what the council needs to do is to buy the bulbs, buy the DC to put. They cannot prevent you from using electricity for public service. That one is public. It's not your privacy. Yes, so it's just a matter of understanding with the electricity company, go in for a partnership and explain the need for that. The council has need for street lights. Why can't people go with an agreement with the electricity company, who also see the need, especially in places that have this ongoing conflict, like the Southwest and Northwest, that the ongoing conflict should benefit especially for many things. So using that conflict base also, you can build a case and have lights everywhere in BUEA.
Why I'm saying this, because when I was traveling, I went to Manfe, and along the road, especially from Miami, you see street light left and right. The whole place is lit, everywhere is shining. And if you can be traveling on the road at night, you don't have any problem. You are not afraid of anything. So if you are complaining of insecurity, it's good for these street lights to be there. But one question I wish to ask you: some of these projects are being carried out by individuals. Why can't you? Is there anything limiting you from starting something? At least you have the liberty to go and say, I want to do this particular project, I want to carry out this particular project. Must we wait till a certain time?
No, that's why I'm saying that individuals of free will can also come up. That's why I'm telling you about a certain project that came up with the name Light Up Fako. A certain project that came up like that.
Light Up Fako,
that was
yeah, we know about it.
Individual.
Yes.
Yes, so that's why I'm saying that if an individual come up with a vision, it's not wrong. That vision came up from an individual who had in mind that we can light up Fafako. So the issue of individuals coming up with projects is not bad. Individuals can come up with projects, and those projects can be looked into, and the projects can be implemented.
And I also, somebody from BUEA is also telling you that you can also come up with that project and help.
That is why I'm saying that.
Not individuals.
I don't want to promise what I don't want to do now. Because there are many things that I want to do now.
Okay.
Yes, there is a certain Light Up Fako project leader. It may be by the time we win the councils in Fako, by that time he might have lit up Fako already for us. That will already spare us from going to repeat or duplicate a project. We take the resources now and do something else that may require it at that time. So I think we should instead encourage the person who is behind the Light Up Fako project. There's a need to give him some moral support and encourage him to go ahead. It's a good idea, it's a good initiative. We should not go again and duplicate that we want to also light up BUEA and things like that.
Yep.
Except that the person does not do what he has promised to do, then we cannot say, okay, let us come in now and light up BUEA. Yes, yeah.
The thing is, Light Up Fako is a project that is ongoing, and is if you walk along the streets, along the roads, the main roads, you find them. But in the quarters, those areas, those quartiers, I don't think that we have that. So
I'm still to see the bulbs, the lights.
You are still to see it.
Yes, maybe we should show me the lights.
Maybe you are not working at night.
Yes, I don't know what was already existing. But I've not seen that particular specific Light Up Fako lights. Maybe you show me something.
It's solar, that's it. It's solar, so it will be
Yes.
difficult for it to come home during this rainy season. Okay, at least we are rounding up the program.
No problem. That's why I say that I don't have any problem with anybody. We should not even have problem with anybody who comes up with a good initiative. Let us instead stand and encourage the person, because it's not easy to even come up with an initiative. But don't come up with initiative because you have a secondary motive. Because there are many people who come up with such projects because they are eyeing certain positions, eyeing certain appointments, eyeing certain privileges. When we work like that, that is where the problem is found. Yes, don't always come up with projects. We have been doing so many things over the years. We do not have any secondary aim. We're just doing it. Yes, so people should be able to do things with clear conscience. Because many people come up with things because they want to benefit for another thing. When we work like that, we are not helping the community. We are using selfish aim to achieve what we want. So we pretend and deceive people. And that is what some political parties have been doing over the years. Let me not call names because it's not necessary to call names. So political parties have used lies and deception for so many years, deceiving people, never achieving anything, promising and waiting for election time to mobilize people left and right. We are going to win the BUEA Council as United Social Democratic Party, and most or all of the councils in Fako Division, and the 4 parliamentary seats in Fako, we are winning all. We are not giving out any single seat. to anybody. We are winning all the seats.
Okay, thank you very much. It's not yet campaign period.
As United States
It's
Democratic
not
Party,
yet campaign.
let the people go and register for elections because elections are coming up.
We are closing the program.
Yes.
Any word for the public?
Yes, my word for the public remains the same. Dear people of BUEA, FACO Division, go and register for election. Take your ID card and go and register for election. The electoral register officially, normally, is supposed to close ending of August. So we don't have time again. If you are not yet registered for election, students, graduates, businessmen, businesswomen, go, civil servants, go and register for elections and vote when the time comes to vote. We will talk more on that. We don't want to capitalize on parties now, but go and register for election. It's a civil responsibility, civil right. Go and register for elections. And please don't take this lightly. You need only your ID card and you go in person and they register you for election. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It was nice having you again this Monday on this program, Excellence Impact. The rebroadcast will come up at 10:30 p.m. Stay tuned to more interesting programs on High Television, and bye-bye.